think walking around the exhibition, you really get a sense that each student has been shown how to develop their skills and really craft them. You know, you get a real sense that this is not a place to develop one set style. It's full of eclectic personalities and characters, and that really comes through the work, and that's important. You know, people can bring so much to an industry when they're allowed to be themselves.
Planet CU-29, also known as Calcos. Here, within the jungles, we are tracking a newly discovered creature named a Bullet Joe.
It really just started off as a concept of just like a nature documentary on an alien planet, which I've had since first year. Calcos is an exoplanet, 24 light years from Earth.
Much of the life has actually evolved around the presence of copper, such as having copper-plated bones, copper blood, and obviously having digestive enzymes that can break down a lot of these heavy metals, which results in quite a lot of acid rain. In turn, the plants and the smaller microorganisms that make up the planet filter the water and the acid, which helps the planet essentially stay alive.
The story that we did end up doing was the predator and prey one. The other two eventually were absorbed into the journal because we came up with so many ideas before, we didn't want to waste them. So, as well as with the animation, the journal expanded on a lot of ideas we wanted to touch on. This is the Black Forest hammerhead. They represent a large group of creatures that live on Calcos. They've evolved to have their head be very, very wide in order to see incoming danger, while having their mouth be more trunk-like in order to reach the ground. This is the bullet jaw, a predatory relative of the hammerhead. At some point, one species deviated and used their tusks into basically like a spear. The bullet jaw stalks quietly and silently like a tiger before jumping out at its prey, diving its head right into the side of its prey, pulling its jaws open in order to kill. The puppet it's got a skeleton of aluminium wire, flesh of sponge, and a skin just made of fur that we bought.
While we were looking for other people who have done speculative evolution projects, what was it called?
Dougal Dixon's Afterman.
Afterman. And he's a stop motion animator from Scotland. So we kind of looked to him as like our baseline of how these things are done.
On the day of the final degree show, some people, including a storyboard revisionist, I think.
From Blue Zoo, yeah, named Catherine, actually.
She came and had a look at our work. She was really, really impressed by it too. So this is our final major project. It's probably going to be a while before we're allowed to work on our own projects on a scale this big for quite some time. So people just coming in and saying this, wow, this is sick. All I really, really want to do is just be a storyteller. And just seeing people react react that way is just what I want.
I have had a sneak preview of the exhibition already, and if you've not had a chance to look around yet, you are in for a treat.
The work on display is Swing, Pull, Each Hour a Penny, and it's my final degree show work that is all about the mining industry in the Northeast. The technical way in which I explored capturing this work, it was really about making it quite true. So I didn't over-edit or do a lot of lighting, touch-ups. It was about getting in close-up. It was about making it feel like it still exists.
My work is called In Between. The intentions behind it are diversity in fashion and representation. I've always been interested in fashion photography, but not very pleased about the way that models are represented. So what I wanted to do was take the fashion connotations of photography and kind of mix that up with more diverse people. I wanted to follow the kind of stereotypical fashion photography connotations, so with that being studio images. So I took a lot of my images in the studio for that reason, and with the people I kind of just picked them with what they looked like and what they represented and how passionate they felt about the project as well. The course has kind of informed my work by allowing for me to go into the studio and use all the studio equipment. With the help from the technicians, I was able to create exactly what I wanted for the project. And throughout the course, I kind of learned that I had this passion for photography and for fashion photography in general. And now, out leaving uni, I know that I have a very specific place where I want to be, and that is fashion photography.
My advice would be take advantage of all the resources. I've done an internship at the university, I've done other works with other companies and that, and I would just say take it all on. Keep pushing to do whatever you can do, really.